Good day, my name is Doug, and I am playing the Crust, or playing the Crust, yeah. This is kind of a repeat. I had to cut my last stream short because I was dealing with a lost dog who has fortunately been returned, so that's a happy ending to that story. I was really quite concerned I'd never see him again. Anyway, this is episode 4, again, of my 6th base, and this is version 0.99.55 on the stable tree. This is a slight update, but it seems to be compatible, so I don't have to restart my base again. And let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so first we're going to go check on the So we're going down to the Evermoon and exploring this in search of Robert. Okay. And down in my base, let's see what we have going on here. Okay. So we are going to try and get the components factory up and going again. And I'm going to set up 2 of these. And because I have to bring stuff in, what I'm going to do is move this. That. And set that up that way. Oh, insufficient funds. That's right. I have no money. So we will just go ahead and wait on that. What do we have up here? So we will go ahead and set up a second one of these. There we go. And we're wasting science points. Can't have that happening. So I'll do that. That's already being researched. Green. And we can definitely use carbon fiber. So there we go. Halfway in the day, and we're about halfway in the charge. That's a good sign that we're charging appropriately. Okay, let's go underground again.
Like you haven't built a living quarters or made a backup plan yet. It's a good thing I'm still in charge of the rescue operation, Director. We estimate that the Hope 2 survivors will land in 90 days. If you don't prepare to accommodate the crew by that time, people could die. You can try sending parts to the station, which might delay the impact and increase the probability of success of the operation by 31%. We'll get you all the data and research you need.
Okay, we will send the material.
Your colleagues have already received the new technology for building the landing platform. Prepare the materials and send them to the station as soon as possible. Remember, sloppiness could cost someone their life.
So we need a landing platform and components to send a Hope to. Begin preparations immediately. The station may collapse at any moment.
That's why we're building a second
ready
one.
to operate. I've got everything set up. As soon as the pod arrives, the drones will fill it with resources, and the cargo will go to the Hope station. You can see it in the pod's interface how much material is left to load.
Different pod. But I will go ahead and increase the priority on that. And we will decrease the priority on that. So this should actually start going up pretty damn quick. Oh wait, I'm at 0 spark concrete. That's a problem. So we'll go ahead and keep on sending this. This is getting filled up nicely, thank you very much. These guys are... What's going on with these guys? Oh, they're waiting on stuff. And he's done, so I should be getting money momentarily. And now these guys are going to get filled up. And 10. So we have plenty of those, and we have enough of those. Okay. I have 60,000 now. Titanium.
After thoroughly scanning and exploring the area, the rover discovered a protective case with a tablet near one of the doors. In addition to research data, it contained a text file.
Collapsed due to a powerful explosion. Hate any others didn't make it out, and Tanya is seriously injured. 6 of us are alive, including me, MT4 Chief Robert Podolsky. The The outer part of the complex was almost completely destroyed by the blast wave, and the electricity and life support systems are offline. We have a working vehicle, fuel, and oxygen supply. We have enough to reach the Evermoon 3 observation station. Let's see if they had more luck.
No biological or any other activity was detected in the complex.
Okay.
Director, that's our Robert. If there's any hope that he's alive, we should keep looking.
Okay, Alice. So go back up to the surface. And we'll send him to the surveillance. Yeah, I didn't scan, but that's okay. There's nothing there. Okay, so what do they need? Okay, he's gonna need priority service there. And chop off. Turn off exits here. He's going to be busy for a while. He is done. So we will go ahead and shut him down. And these guys, they're done. So we'll shut them down. He is done.
Thanks for the delivery, Director. With that, we can patch up the escape pods and be able to rescue everyone. I'll have Deani arrange to repair the thruster immediately. We'll try to stabilize the station and buy you some more time to prepare.
I'm not here to lecture you, Arthur.
I'm not here to lecture you, Arthur, but I advise you to start repairs on the power unit. There should be enough solar power to maintain life support systems and run the remaining engines.
Flight Engineer Nicholas Baker speaking. The commander is busy repairing the second escape pod right now. Thanks for the advice. We'll see what we can do with the new parts. We had long since scrapped the idea of getting the panels to work using our resources.
You hang in there, Nicholas, and tell your man we won't abandon them. They don't have to worry about that.
Thank you, really. Hope is all we have right now. And transmission.
During our conversation, Crust's projected date for the station's collision with the moon has just been updated. Given the new circumstances, it looks like we have a little more time to prepare.
Okay.
Objective achieved.
Living quarters require electricity and oxygen in order for the life support systems to start working. Let's start with electricity. Install an electronic board on the wall and connect it to the main network with a wire. This way, the whole space will have access to the power grid.
Already done. Okay, he's got quite a ways to go. We're in 97%. Just started the night. We've got
The
13
research
days.
station was badly damaged by the explosion. The radar towers were destroyed. Solar panels were also hit, but some of them are still working. Rover's equipment also detected activity underground. Someone may be down there. However, the door to the underground complex looks sealed. The activation panel is malfunctioning. To its left is scratched out "Traitors," and there are tracks. Someone has definitely been here recently. Now, there's just mangled equipment, a huge sealed door, and tracks leading away from the station. The LPS system on the rover will help us find them. Run a scan near the research station.
Going up to the surface.
Director, the lunar proximity scanner emits a focused beam of electromagnetic waves. These waves propagate rapidly, covering the area around the scanner. When the waves encounter an object within the scanning zone, the LPS visualizes its location for the operator. If a hidden object is present in the outer scan radius, the LPS will indicate the route to the object. When a hidden object is within the radius of the rover's inner circle, activating the LPS will accurately display its location.
Okay. And 3 for movement.
Research complete.
And 1 for the scan. Whoops. Great, now we can install the hauling drone reconfigurator. This will significantly speed up operations. Hauling drones transport multiple units of a single resource type, greatly accelerating pod loading. However, remember they do not maintain modules or deliver construction materials. For these tasks, standard drones are still required. Pause things and go to research. Of course, and I need green. And we will go ahead and do that. Okay, let's go ahead and start this off again. Now, we'll go ahead and run that. 3 for movement. And 1 for the scan. Set an expedition for scout. And 3 for movement. Now it has to go ahead and do the time because he's searching in the area.
We discovered a damaged transport. There were no employees of the Everman Corporation inside. The transport's logbook survived and the rover is transmitting the contents of the last entry.
What caused that explosion? An asteroid? Nuclear strike? What could hit so hard? It doesn't matter now. Tanya's condition has worsened and medications are running out. Supplies, oxygen, all running low. The transport runs on solar panels, but soon it'll be night and we won't survive it. We'll head towards the sun, try to buy us some time. If only those bastards at Station 3 had let us in. They survived. I heard knocking, but they didn't open the door. Maybe they know something we don't. Maybe in their place, we would have done the same.
Either way, we need to hurry. Without the sun, we're as good as dead.
It's a tragedy. By the time the sun had set, they had no chance of survival. Thank you for bringing the matter to a close. We will notify their loved ones.
Director, there's more. We found an audio recording that appears to be Robert's.
I don't know why I'm recording another one. Apparently, I miss you and the kids. I'll be home in 2 weeks. This time, we'll go to the mountains. I've had enough sand and beaches. Work, as luck would have it, hasn't slowed down a bit. Alloway insisted on mining right on MT4 and hired a company to do it. They seem to be nice young people with interesting developments. Their Alice reminds me of you when you were young. She's pretty and talks too much. How long has it been since I gave you flowers? Anyway, I have to run. There's something going on here.
I'll make sure this is passed on to his family.
Okay, and so ends the story of Robert. Let's go ahead and do a search and see if we find anything else. Nope. Okay, slow the game down. And there's something we want to go take a look
Director,
at.
a horrific tragedy happened to the MT4 crew. I can't help but wonder what happened at Evermoon 3. Robert said they weren't allowed to go inside, and the rover clearly detected activity inside. But I still can't believe a reasonable person could do such a thing. We can break the sealed door, but that would require sending drones and materials. What do you think?
We'll check out the station when we have something that can do it. In the meantime, we will head over here. I will need to get the Expedition Control Center up and running before we can go there. Going back underground. Okay, what do we have here? What? Oh, this. This should be steel. Okay. And yes, I know this will seem a little wasteful, but we're going to put this. Actually, I'm going to wait, put that anywhere until I get this in place. Okay. So if this goes and shut this one down and this one down. We'll go ahead and start clearing these out. Excuse me. Okay. Stop things from going that way. And then we will feed back to that as a temporary measure. Wasting science points. Well, we can't have that. Let's go take a look at that. Blue fundamental. Okay, well, obviously we're not going to be doing that right off. Blue. We need to get the recycling done. Huh. What's next there? Orange, okay. And made it through the night. And we don't seem to be out of power. That's a good sign. However, I definitely need a little bit more space up here. So, clear that. Oh, hell. Clear that. All the way down to there. And across one more time. Here. Okay. Okay, this is all done, so we'll take it offline. This is still working on catching up. And this is all done, so we can go ahead and remove that. And as soon as those get through, we'll go ahead and remove that and just set that up. And we're going to do the same basic thing with this. And because it's temporary, we'll get most of it back. That's the good news. Okay. Build all. Okay. Oh yeah, that's aluminum.
Research complete.
Go ahead and pause everything. Let's take a look at what we have here. And that's the upgrade for the multi-regolith refinery, which we won't be doing because it's really expensive. Okay, that's going to be 7.5 days. So, engineering orange. Rare mineral processing. Yep, let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, monthly report. Still critically short of money. And I have more than enough steel to go ahead and sell it if it's a good price. So let's take a look. Sell. Okay, 50, that's a good price. So let's go ahead and do a 300. That will give me 12k, but one needs it. I do have the cargo drone. We will make this a priority. No. Okay, and get the game going again. I need to switch this around just a little bit, so we are going to freeze things up there. it's daylight. We made it through the night without having a power interruption. That's good. Still working hard. He is done. He is done. And he is done. So we'll take all those down. Reclaim those. Build the remaining smelting furnaces up here. Let's go one more up. One. Running. And this will be aluminum. Oops, that's not where I wanted it. And aluminum. Okay. Yes, I did set them. Good. And let's do a little bit of screening. Nope, I can't get them all. So get those. these. Oh yes, I can get these. Haven't found any aluminum yet, which is a little concerning. So just do some general scanning. That's going to be all the scanning I do this time. It's getting expensive. Okay, let's take a look at this thing, see how it's doing. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, so this guy is done. Turn off everything going north.
Research complete.
Okay, pause. Let's take a look at the research. Fundamental Science Lab, that's good. Okay. He's going to be 43 days. Yeah, he's probably about 16 or 17 days. He's 39. But he is the next one who will be available. Let's go ahead and just get the Flight Control Center out of the way. Extractor. That was a nice straight run. No. I can get 2 on that one. I'm going to. For one thing, I would like to clear it out fast because that way I can expand on those guys, which I can't right now. Also, I have a basic theory of stuffing as much as I can into the regular or MRRs. Okay. So, got 22,000 up there, plus 189. Not sure what that was for, but okay. Let's go top side. Got nothing up there right now. How's this coming? This is coming nicely. I'm at 87%. That's looking good. This guy is getting close to done. I believe that's empty. It is. Let's go ahead and shut him down. Pause. The unidentified object has turned out to be a module from the from an orbital station. The area around it is littered with thousands of small fragments, and the module itself is bent and twisted. Approaching closer and inspecting the debris, the cargo truck's cameras notice a partially faded inscription, Hope-2 RM-5. Before the collapse, this was a research module, RM, on the Hope-2 station. Apparently, the station sustained such serious damage that the external module detached from the main structure. It's possible to send a cargo truck with a drone for a detailed examination of the module. Let's go topside. And there we have it. And we can do a straight pickup over here, so we will go do that. And we will now go to there. Alright, control, rover scout. Okay. $129 days to finish up our module or habitat. And it's mostly finished. That's a good thing. And let's see, we've got 195 of that, 212 of that, 54 of those. That's empty, so let's go ahead and remove it. Nothing further will get sent until that one just barely made it out. But we're doing that so we can do that. And then we're also going to remove this and do that. Now you may be asking me why I'm doing that. That is because rolling mill. Need to have a couple of these done. And I will feed them through the top one. Just like that. Okay. And of course we need to have some place to put that stuff, which we will stick right there. Plates. Okay. We'll go ahead and remove that entire array. Okay. Oh, I see what I forgot here. I need smelting furnaces. And there's not enough room to put them there. I don't think I'm gonna have the money to run this up there. Well, let's see. Nope, there's enough. not much extra, but there's enough. But I definitely need to sell something, so let's see what we got here. Silicon, that. We're making plates now. I haven't started making those. Components would be a nice sale, but I don't want to waste those. Let's need to be drilling these guys out. Okay. Okay. Okay, so he's done. That means that this is done. And we'll get a little money back on that. And we are almost done with this, which is good. So let's go ahead and outfit. So there's that. And then water tank and oxygen receiver. There are those. In here we will need kitchen. Hydroponic farms. So one there and one there. And then refrigerator. Need two of these. One there, one there. And I'm gonna make one of these for organic material. One of these for meals. There we go. right there. And then medical center. We'll have up here. And we need to have a refrigerator right by it. That does meds. Okay. Science. We'll put one of them here. Then still need to do this. That's where we're going to put the beds. Okay. Okay. That's looking good. Okay, so what can we sell? Not bloody much, apparently. So we're going to go ahead and speed it up and just let this run for a bit. Fraction of hope. During the inspection, the bodies of two deceased module workers were found. They did not survive the crash. The module itself is of great interest for research. Not only does it contain valuable equipment, but its structure and materials prove strong enough to withstand re-entry from orbit. Studying the wreckage with drones will advance our research, and we get fundamental and other research for 20 days. That's not very long. So we'll go on up there. And it requires some more research by robots.
Research complete.
And going back down to Earth, to the moon.
Director, we've completed research that will allow us to disassemble the remains of the Evermoon base for resources. Every unit counts right now, and they won't be needing the ruins anymore. The Universal Removal tool can be accessed from the right-click menu. Shift, chain selection of rubble for removal.
Okay, pause things for research. That would be recycling. So, what shall we do next? cargo dock is probably good. Oops. Now we do need the conveyor elevator first. Let's do the drone upgrade because that will let me load stuff faster. Production. Okay. Aluminum. Aluminum. Even though I haven't found an aluminum source yet, this will get me able to process stuff a bit quicker. Okay. Aluminum. Pause. Right. I think this might make this a little faster. I'm not sure though, so we're just going to give it a try and see what happens. And we've made it through another night with more things running. This is supposed to be.
Package delivered.
Okay, and package delivered. We will take right there. Monthly report. I know I'm low on money. I'm very low on money. Okay. Far Height Control Tower. In the middle of a barren landscape stands a lone control tower. There are no obvious signs of damage, and the structure seems to have been abandoned for some time. There are no people or the usual rover in sight. Emergency boxes are empty, and the only interesting thing is the information from the control computers. According to it, a supply convoy was supposed to pass nearby, but never reached its destination. And we got some really good signs for that. Let's go up top. And going to the rover, we are going to run a search. So we will slow the game down and run the search. And look, there's something to be found. Speed it up for the movement. Almost there. And then slow down for the arrival and scan. And there it is. Let's move. And then slow down. We do the scan. We found something, so let's investigate. A destroyed convoy. Speed it up so we get the timeout going.
The convoy was transporting several tanks of liquefied fuel and a couple containers with various spare parts and electronic equipment. It seems that the vehicles were seriously damaged and buried under collapsed rock. You can immediately send a cargo truck to collect the easily accessible cargo, or you can try to break up the rubble with a rover. It will be necessary to send drones to excavate most of the cargo, but the operation to retrieve it might be risky.
And we will go ahead and wait till we can get the drones out there for it. I'm going to go ahead and do another scan just to see if there's anything else out here. Probably not. To send the drones or colonists beyond the base, an expedition control center is required. Build it so we can organize an expedition. And there is nothing. And I believe that is everything that is available, with the exception of the private lab, which will require money. But we can find out this way. Bring resources. Bring resources. Pick up resources requires money. Pick up resources. Oh, requires that. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and bring this guy back to base. And I do believe this is where we're going to pause the game for today. And I will continue, well, actually not just for today, I'll probably be continuing on here in just a little bit, but I'll need to process this file and get it up on YouTube. So if you like what I'm doing, please leave a comment. If you like how my presentation, same thing. If you have criticism, leave a comment. I'm much willing to take advice. Otherwise, like, share, all that fun stuff. Anyway, y'all have a nice day. I'll be back in a little bit.